resources just to get know how to do it. Because in terms of all these legal things and requirements for employees and etc. So it's.
And would you say that strategy in the logistics sector, is it more of like proactive, so you have to be on top of it or always thinking one step ahead, or do you react to like the competition or what customers are expecting? How or is it a combination of both? Okay, it depends on what's the.
I believe that this is combination of both, and it's again I believe that the strategy of logistics overall, it's in logistics everything is kind of efficiency and cost. Yeah, so how fast you are, how cheap you can deliver, and what partners you can get. So for example, we are a big customer for our carriers, yeah, because we don't have our own transport, so we are buying service of transportation. So we have quite big weight in the market, and we can negotiate for better prices. Yeah, so this is one of the things. So I don't know how to even to call this. Is it kind of proactive or it's kind of so.
Yeah. So I'd probably say a combination, as you said. Yeah.
So and of course we are. Also, I'm trying to get the professionals in my team, just to get the best professionals of their expertise, and experts, and for example, process manager I recruited he came from Ericsson, also from a big international company, and we're working on this efficiency, how to do it better. Of course, we are going to some different conferences of logistics just to see how the trend in the market and all these things.
Is it a global conference, or is it just Europe, specific to Europe?
One was now not just recently in Estonia, here overall Estonia market. I've been in Baltics, some conference in Lithuania. So also just some lean conference, for example, just about all this. Toyota principles, how to do it better, how to do it
more efficient and
efficiency,
reduce costs as well.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And do you think that strategy helps in creating value for a company overall?
I believe, of course.
Yes.
Of course, having like a correct strategy, value of company grows because you are achieving your targets. So when you have like a very clear strategy, employees understands it, so it's much easier to achieve the targets and to get this done and to grow the value of the company.
And how do you see the future of strategy? You as a business person working in so many years, do you
for Maxima, you mean?
Or for Maxima, or for overall, how do you think? Is the importance of strategy going to increase? Because the more our world becomes globalized and, trends change so faster with technology and,
Of course, I think, yes, it's important, but it depends from business type. I think what kind of business, if it's kind of very small company and it sells some kind of, I don't know, the very tasty cakes and you are selling 10 of these cakes per day, so I believe maybe technology even is not so important. It's important to have your customer and to have your your vision and to stick on it, and if you don't want to grow, and it's enough for you, But if you, for example, as Maxima, as this company, it's growing very quickly, and the value of each group company increases a lot every year, and we have these very challenging targets and clear strategy, and then it's a must in this case.
And what do you think is the approach of Maxima in terms of logistics to failure? So if a product hasn't been delivered on time, what happens usually in supermarket terms?
It happens. Then it's the worst what can be. It means that customer will come to the store and he will not get his milk what he expected to get, so he will go to another chain. So and in this way you can lose your customer and for forever, yeah, because he came, he could not find what he wanted to buy, and he will not return to you because he will go to other chain. So this is very you are losing on that day when you are not delivered. Yeah, you are losing sales, but you are losing also customers for the future. So it's very important.
And do you think that okay, so you've had a failure, like you said, the milk wasn't delivered. Now what do you do? What steps do you do to overcome these failures in terms of logistics then?
So this is again people, yeah, again to have team, to have engaged people, to have engaged employees, to have a clear strategy, clear goal of every department. Every person needs to check how he is doing. Every manager needs to evaluate and to set goals for their teams, you know. So this is how it works. So and then this is when I started to work here, I can tell that there was no team here. Like it was like everybody worked for themselves. And they tried to do only for themselves without looking what colleague is doing. And this is what I'm trying to change to a collected people who want to change. And this is how it works. So everybody needs to have their own goals. Everybody needs to have their own targets, and then to fulfill it. Yeah, so.
Now, one of the big game changers in most industries is technology. At least where I work fintech, I know that technology has changed so much about the banking field. Do you think this is going to happen in terms of supermarkets and especially logistics? I mean, massive warehouse and
in logistics overall we use quite new technologies. Okay, they are not maybe the newest ones, but it's not every logistics center uses it. For example, voice speaking, so employees have their both hands free. They get their tasks in the headphones, and so it's kind of one of the technology things what we are using, and it's important. It gives better efficiency, and for example in stores, also what Maxima now is thinking to implement the electronical price tags instead of these paper ones. So also this is big change and big investment. But it will give also efficiency. It will give better quality, you know, for customers. So it's very important to follow the technology, you know, and but again, for this kind of big company, these investments for this, it looks very small things, but it's very big money behind, because if you would like to change this price tag, for example, for all the stores,
it doesn't happen overnight. And also you need to change the mindset as well, right? Exactly. The whole process, there's a section of the process that changes. And so now that I'm on technology, I was thinking, so Estonia, like, you know, in labor force, still very small and not enough people, and people are changing. Maybe that would be the solution, you know. Technology might overtake jobs that previously required people to do these kind of jobs. Do you think that might happen in the near future, or it's a nice theory to think? But
I think in the nearest future, at least here in Baltics, I don't believe that it's something will change very dramatically. Yes, we know that we have warehouses in the world where only people are not working at all. But I believe that our Baltic market here, it's too small, and this it would be too big investment to do like a fully automatic warehouse to invest such money, you know, and to get out of it these benefits. So yes, it's. I believe it will be in the future, and maybe some parts will be changed of warehouse, maybe loading trucks or some other parts, you know. So only some of the process, but fully like automatic warehouse. I don't think that it will be in the near future.
So probably maybe the jobs that humans were doing before, now machines are going to do it, but to look after the machines we'll probably need people to maintain. So the job role will change, but we'll still need people.
You will still need people, but anyway you will need less than this machines can do. For example, also we have one robot in this warehouse which is sorting pallets. Yeah, so which it means that for person you don't need to take it manually, but we have a robot which does that. So yes, it needs maintenance, and it needs to be handled by person anyway. But he can do like 10 persons can do, like 10 employees would do. Yeah, so anyway, you are saving efficiency and cost.
And cost as well. Yes. Alright, so that's it. I think that's a wrap up to my interview. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. It was a pleasure.